Green flags in the air. We're underway. 20-lap main event here for the Robert Horne Ford Bombers as it will be Rick Hughes in the number 7 machine leading them off at turn number 2. Full field of Robert Horne Ford Bombers as Eric Collier spins around for turn number 2. He gets it back in the gas, though. We stay green. Jacob Street, though, going to man on the out there. It looks like Tobu Imato might have made contact with the 13X of Aaron Collier. Collier, though, gets back on the throttle as Jacob Strutt. He'll take his car off the racetrack. Looks like his night's done in the 13. And it will be Rick Hughes, who did lead lap number 1. He's already working down the back straightaway as Davey Watkins now moves up into that second spot. Matt Gill up to third. Then they're side by side for fourth. Michael Zabowski on the inside of Kobe Olivet as Rick Hughes hooks up top to slam the door on Davey Watkins. Oh, man, there ain't nothing funner than watching a bunch of rednecks out here on a Saturday night put these bombers to the test. That's exactly what you get here at Arizona Speedway every Saturday night. As Rick Hughes right now, the man out front with Davey Watkins in second. They're going to work the top side of the racetrack with Michael Sabowski and Matt Gell now side by side for that third spot. Hughes kind of left the top open there just a bit. Davey Watkins going to have a run off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway as Sabowski clears Gill for that third position. Here comes Justin Wyckoff in the 24W. I tell you what, Wyckoff, after getting that brand new hot rod, now starting to battle Michael Sabowski in the 15S. That's about for third on the racetrack. And Justin Wyckoff, he has been very fast. Here, his last couple of times out here at Arizona Speedway in that brand new hot rod 24W as Davey Watkins once again tries to put the pressure on the 7 machine of Rick Hughes. Looks to his outside. Hughes going to give him the lane as he come off of turn number 4. Hughes couldn't quite close the door, so we'll be Watkins and Hughes side by side for the top spot. Rick Hughes, though, hangs on to the race lead by about just a smidge as they once again go side by side down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Got a slower car. That's the number 18 machine back there. Could become a problem there with John Trevelyan right in front of your race leader, Rick Hughes, who had to get on it just a little bit. That allows Watkins to sneak by him on the outside. Rick Hughes might be losing second here to Michael Sabowski as he decides to work the line with the slow car, the 18 of John Trevelyan. So we'll be Watkins, Sabowski, now Hughes, and Wyckoff, your top 4. They all get around the 18. Matt Guy and the others trying to follow suit. Aaron Collier involved in that spin earlier on here this evening in this main event. Right now being scored in the 10th spot. Starting to pick him off once again. See if he can't reel in the rest of the field here. Is right in front of your race leaders. One car had a moment down there. That's the 42R machine of Cody Smill. Almost lost it off of turn number 4, and now he's going to lose it in turn number 2. The 42R gets it refired. No. 8 laps down, 12 to go. Davey Watkins right now your race leader with Steve Sabowski in the second spot.
Okay, we'll penalize them 2 spots. AUD will get penalized 2 spots for jumping that start.
And Watkins and Matt Gall right now running side by side. That's about for your race lead as they come off of turn number 4 into turn number 1. Still side by side.
Yellow, turn 4.
And yellow flag will come out. Got one car up there in turn number 4.
Single file out, driver. Single file out. Lap 9? No.
Green flags in the air once again here with 8 laps down, 12 to go. And Josh Monday, Megan Ray, they make contact before coming to the green flag. Josh Monday might make contact there at the inside wall. Gary, green flags in the air. We're underway. Once again, this restart comes with 8 laps to go. Third time we're going to try this one. Hopefully the third time's the charm as they
29, Doc, 2 spots.
work their way off of turn number 2. It's Sabowski and Watkins side by side. Sabowski trying to close the door, but it will be Watkins, your race leader. As those two made contact down the back chute, they'll follow the tire marks through turns 3 and 4. So Watkins and Sabowski, your top two drivers. Sabowski, this is kind of a rarity. We've seen him get to the front and usually works his way into the lead by now. Right now has all sorts of issues working around the 48 of Davey Watkins, who has a very strong hot rod here tonight. Also, your pole sitter Rick Hughes in the mix as well. About to get passed by Justin Wyckoff, though, as it's going to be Hughes, Wyckoff, and Farnes. Almost went three wide into one, as now Sabowski looks the inside of Davey Watkins. Watkins, though, strong run off of turn two. Sabowski will slam the door on, and that's going to impede the progress of the 48 machine of Watkins. But they're three wide behind him for that third spot with Justin Wyckoff. The meat in that sandwich between Mark Farnes and Rick Hughes. Now Wyckoff clears the 7 as the 7 and the 32A of Kobe Olivet get into each other, but I believe Rick Hughes might have been trying to get off the racetrack. No, he's going to stay on. Car, though, well off the pace. He stays on track. Looks like there's definitely an issue on his car as he's trying to let the rest of the field pass before he gets down into the infield. So he'll continue on down the back straightaway and get down into the infield with the 7 of Rick Hughes. It's Michael Sabowski's a race leader, but Davey Watkins still right there wanting to pounce. Mark Farnes in the third spot with Justin Wyckoff. Another strong run in that 24W. Right now in the fourth position. Going to go top shelf with Davey Watkins. See if he can't work his way back around the number 9 machine of Mark Farnes. So Mark Farnes and Davey Watkins still duking it out for that second spot. Now Farnes to the inside of the 48 of Watkins. They come off of turn number 4. Watkins has the spot. Farnes trying to clear him, and he will off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. A lot of dust coming up off of turn number 2. I believe Megan Ray had an issue down there as the rest of the field drives through that dust cloud off of turn number 2. It is Michael Sabowski, your race leader, but he has 2 lap cars right in front of him as he's going to make it 3 wide with the lap cars. Michael Sabowski, that boy right there has no quits. Might have more guts than brains there. Michael Sabowski in the 15S. Into turn number 3, went top shelf on 2 lap cars, made it 3 wide through 1 and 2. He got around and made it stick. As we have 4 laps to go, and right now the rest of the field trying to slice and dice their way around some of these slower cars as well, as Justin Wyckoff and Mark Farnes right now battling second spot on the racetrack off of turn 2. Three laps to go for Michael Sabowski as Mark Farnes now clears the 24W of Justin Wyckoff. Now it's going to be Davey Watkins to the outside of Wyckoff and Megan Ray, the lap car in the 62.
7 off.
Rick Hughes went off, came back on, and went off again. And that number 7 machine, your pole sitter, looks like his night might be officially be over. Jacob Strite, who went off the racetrack earlier on the first lap, he's back on the track. Michael Sabowski just went past him as well here as we have a lap and a half left, and Michael Sabowski now finally can pull away from the rest of the field as he'll lead him off of turn number 4 with a white flag in the air this time. So Michael Sabowski, a race leader, off of turn number 2. He has cleared the lap cars. Nobody else in front of him. Through turns 3 and 4, one final time. Checkered flag in the air. Michael Sabowski's back in victory lane at Arizona Speedway.
Mikey Sabowski, Team Southers. I don't want you stinking.
So Michael Sabowski back in victory lane. Had an eventful run a few weeks ago. Actually had some issues here with his primary car. Hopped in the Bruce Sipes 56 a few weeks ago. Involved in that big melee down the back straightaway. And, man, got that thing fixed up, boot and suited. Looks like, though, wasn't quite a bad fast as it has been here in recent weeks. As it kind of took you some work to get around those race leaders.
Yeah, you know, before the break, the motor was knocking, and we just been trying our best with what we have, and it's still putting us in the first place, so it's good enough.
Hey, you still got it done. I guess when the motors are knocking, don't come rocking or something. I don't know. But, hey, man, back here in victory lane, now you got some people you want to thank.
Oh, yeah. Rips Napa, for one. Team Sethers, Frank Salt on Truck Salvage, Robert Horne Ford, Make-A-Wish Foundation, Tomahawk Coating, Arizona Desert Star, First Responders. I know there's a lot more, but thank you, everybody.
Yeah, you're also wearing your Arizona Cardinals hat. Prediction for tomorrow's game against the Lions?
Well, I hope we do better than the Thursday night game.
All right, so Michael Zabowski pulling for a Cardinals victory tomorrow against the Lions. He is your main event winner for the Robert Horne Ford Bombers. Race fans, I want to thank you for coming on out here tonight.